Hey everyone, Boozor here. Welcome back to another video. Today's video we're going to be talking about Harima? Harima. So I pulled Harima maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe during the last, maybe during Pythion's fusion. I pulled her from a sacred. We're on my alt account. This is my alt account, so um, yeah, and then we're just going to build her out here. Maybe it's a build that you guys don't see very often. And it kind of addresses a need for this account. This account isn't like my platinum level account. It doesn't have certain champions that would make things a lot easier. This was my original account, and I've definitely struggled with this account a lot during the early mid games just because my pull luck was pretty bad. This account didn't really like take off until I got Syl at 180 days, at which point I just got Arbiter and I just fused Razin, and then I was able to do Ultra Nightmare. At about 200 days I was able to do Ultra Nightmare with this account, which is a traditional team with Razin. But this account definitely struggled a lot just based on the champion pool. Since then, it has grown quite a bit. So just a quick snap at my champions. It's not all of them. I have obviously champions in the vault, Legos, I guess. But yeah, like you can tell, like most of them are not really like super good. Yeah, most of them I don't even bother like building them. Like Ray came too late. She was no help. Skullcrown came too late. No help. Belnor, I don't really have use for him. Yeah, so just a quick look at the champions on this account, I guess. These ones, some of them I'm working on, like Drang, but I honestly, after the Brimstone nerf, I haven't even like bothered doing anything with him. But yeah, so anyways, this account, it's a leak. It's obviously an endgame account. Basically, everything on this account is done except for Platinum Arena. So I'm probably like 2 or 3 champions away. I have good enough gear, I think, on this account to make platinum, I think. But I'm missing a couple champions. Python definitely helped getting Python a discount because I don't have a Duchess, for example, and Python's basically a kind of a replacement ish, obviously free to play. I don't have Necrit on this account, which is a pretty big deal. But you can substitute Necrit for Joffred. I did mention this in my previous video. You can substitute for this guy, Joffred. He's a dwarf. He was a guaranteed. That's where I got him. I got him from the guarantee summons. I think it was 150 ancients. He has block damage and prevents champions from dying. So he kind of fills the same role as Necrit, where he protects your nuker. Yeah. So I mean, without Necrit, it does make things a little harder. I don't have Warlord. I was building a Basher. I used Basher on this team. On this account, I used Basher, but I was using him on another. I was using him on another team with Ramantu, so he's very slow in Stone Skin and stuff. So I would have to re-gear him and stuff to make him like viable. But yeah. Anyways, that's kind of like just an overview of this account and kind of gives you an idea of why I build Harima the way that I did. Okay, so we'll just jump into this champion Harima. So really quick, go over the skills. She's a great champion. Great champion. If you guys pull her, you should be very happy. I pulled her on both my accounts. And yeah, on my other account, she's built totally different than the way she's built here. So I can show both. I can show both their builds, but for this one, I want to explain this one first. So let's go over a kit real quick. Debasement, attack one enemy, 50% chance to place. Decrease attack, that's good on an A1. Also has a 25% chance of placing decreased attack on all enemies if it's a crit. So if you build her as a nuker, she has a chance to AoE decrease attack, which is really solid. Yeah, it's really solid A1. Like for example, like Padma or Uko, they have something similar. Padma has I believe 100% crit AoE attack down, and then Uko just has a busted AoE attack down with no condition. So Uko's just pretty nuts. But this is a really good A1. Her A2 is similar to like somebody like Zargala, where if this attack kills someone, it resets her big AoE attack. The good thing about this move is that it attacks 3 times, which is pretty good, and it has a built-in cruelty blessing attached to it. So basically, if you attack something like the clan boss, it can stack up to like 30%, and then your whole team will be doing more and more damage to it, which makes this champion kind of is viable in clan boss too, because she has attack down and she has this defense down, defense stacking down, defense reduction on her A2. And she hits hard, so her A1 hits hard, A2 hits hard, and her A3 hits hard. Attacks all enemies, places provoke. Places provoke on a 3-turn cooldown. So, and it can't be the fun part about this is that the debuff cannot be resisted or blocked by demon spawns. So even champions with block debuffs, they will get provoked through block debuffs. So it's kind of pretty crazy. It's like basically a guaranteed provoke on champions like Duchess, Kymar, Hethrak, Candrafon. Like there's going to be a lot of demon spawn champions in the arena, and she's like a specific like demon hate kit, right? So that's her A3. This A2 resets the A3. It hits hard, and her passive is where the fun stuff continues. Enemy ignore defense effects are decreased by 50%. So think Savage set, which decreases the enemy defense by percentage. So that effectiveness is cut in half. This is a big deal, and this effect it affects the whole team. So your whole team benefits from this, not just her. So that's a lot of damage that she cuts out just with this passive. Also, more demon hate in her kit is demon spawns cannot inflict crits against her. So even though she's weak affinity against Duchess, she will always land her guarantee provoke, and yeah, they will never hit her hard enough to kill her in one hit. So no demon spawn can kill this champion basically in one hit. And yeah, they can't. Yeah, and you can't this, and then this champion can't land weak hits against them. So she's a great demon hate character, great demon hate like kit. And demon spawns are very prominent in arena, so that's where she's going to be played the most. But of course, she can be played in other areas, like I said, clan boss for A1, A2 to help the team out. She has AoE provoke, which can be played in Hydra. So he has AoE attack down for Hydra, AoE provoke for Hydra, and this doesn't really help in Hydra, but I mean, and she hits hard. So she can be played basically anywhere. Faction War, she's great. She can nuke down the waves. Dungeon, she's great. She can nuke down the waves if you need her for that. So, but anyway, so I built her out as a pure tank. Basically as much survivability as I can. Make her as difficult to play against as I can. Basically because this account doesn't have the defensive or survivable champions compared to my other account. So I use this champion mainly as a support champion to make my defense last longer, give them a chance to win in other ways. So that's kind of like my mentality with this. Of course, I can change her build later down the road if my roster changes significantly. Also, I have 2 Candrafons built up on this team as on this roster as my force nuker. So I really don't need another force nuker, and I really need defense-based support champions on this account. So I decided to build Harima this way. 6-piece stone skin, very slow. Well, as slow as I could get her. I didn't actually have available super slow gear. I built her with decent defense. I wanted more HP, but I had defense-based gear, and no need for resistance, and as high HP as I can. Her base HP is pretty low, so stacking HP wasn't that easy. I'll go for the masteries. So masteries do look a bit funky. I'm not going for accuracy to land her provokes, so I'm just going for survivability as much as I can, extra stats, some accuracy just to get down to these two, and then extra chance to land attack down, just in case. She has about 150 accuracy, so nothing too insane. Defense tree, you go for the resistance into reduction from crit hits. This is the arena reduction, arena focus passive. Mastery, obviously. If you're using her for PvP, you're going to take Blast Proof, most likely, instead of the improved parry. Extra healing, if she gets healed, extra healing from the opponent team. Actually, this is actually really good for your support characters. This one has a chance to remove debuffs. She has no resistance. She has low resistance, so she can be debuffed. So this gives her a chance to remove that. Damage reduction. And then both counterattack masteries I took, and Fearsome Presence. So Fearsome Presence, the reason why you take Fearsome Presence is because I have her equipped with the Sheep Blessing. Fearsome Presence actually increases the Sheep Blessing chance by 5%. So Sheep Blessing is 5% base. I got 1 star on her. 2 stars, 400 defense, which is good for her as well. And Fearsome Presence boosts that to 10%. So that's a pretty big deal. If alternatively, you could maybe go for something like extra life or extra resistance, but I feel like this is kind of straightforward and works well with her build. I took both counterattack masteries just because she has that attack down A1, so if she gets like nuked by a nuker, she can come back. She will most likely survive a hit from a nuker and then come back and attack down them. That's a pretty big deal. Also has small chance to attack down the whole team. It also delays time, so it also makes things more difficult for them in terms of just having enough time. It might result in some wins just by delaying them enough. So like I said, I took both counterattack masteries. You can see that I also built her two these ones are the counterattack accessories, again to have a chance to land the attack down, and also a chance just to delay them in their win so that they just get frustrated and leave. So that's kind of what her abilities are about, and that's kind of the way I built her. Just a quick look over her skill, her gear, I guess. So just HP, I'm just looking for HP. These are like kind of my leftover pieces. Like I have a lot of gear, stone skin on other champions, so I didn't want to break any of them up. I haven't glyphed any of these up, so just HP, defense, some accuracy is fine. HP, defense. You don't really want speed on her build, on this type of build. You want her just to survive with the stone skin as long as possible. HP percent, HP defense, and then defense percent. If this was HP percent, that works too. Obviously not a great piece, but it's, you know, the bottom row pieces are just not easy to get. So HP percent, res, defense, yeah, okay, but 5-star. And then my accessories, this is actually okay, rolled okay. So yeah, defense percent, HP percent, and then HP with defense. So you guys get the idea, right? HP percent, HP percent, HP and HP percent. So you guys get the idea. You just want her to be a tank, survive as long as possible with the slow six-piece stone skin. Masteries to support that that type of strategy. You take the sheep debuff. If you don't take the sheep, you could build her with. If you build her in a nuke set, nuking build, I'll show you guys the nuke build, the nuke Harima I have on my other account. So I use her here. Where is she? Harima. So this is the nuke version of Harima. So slow, lots of damage, lots of defense to boost up her damage. She's in Savage and Cruel. Masteries are totally different. Obviously, you go Helm Smasher, Counterattack, base. These are general nuking masteries, and her role is totally different on this account. So I use her as a nuker on a very defensive team where she has lots of support, and on this account I use her as a support to help my nuker. So it's totally different. I guess we'll just jump into like a quick couple showcase, I guess, a quick showcase here. Um, so basically, like her role, remember, is very good against demon spawns. So we can maybe just target some demon spawns. So like I said, Hefrak, this is perfect Hefrak, Kymar, um, and and they go first. This is good, and we will get nuked. So with her, there is a chance that she dies, I guess. If she gets stripped and then she gets hit, there's a chance that she dies because her passive doesn't prevent all damage, only some of the effects of the damage. So it's not even 50% of all damage like Terros. She only prevents 50% of the ignore damage, the ignore effectiveness. So she's not going to be like as strong as Terros, obviously. But yeah, she will prevent a lot to the whole team. Obviously, give her a reviver just to support her, and then obviously give her a reviver to support your nuker. And I went with Molly just because she has a shield set on, just to protect the nuker a little bit more. Because without Necrit or a way to protect your nuker, even with her passive, it's not going to be enough. I feel it's not going to be enough. Especially when you're going head first into a team like this that basically just like you're just saying like hit me with all you got, right? Like so it might not work out that way. It might not work out like we're saying. But let's just jump into it and see what happens. I think we might be okay here. Oh shit. Okay, that didn't work out. Okay, that didn't work out. That didn't work out. Okay. How did that not work out? Let's see. Molly that bad? Alright. Let's try this one. Let's try again. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so we ended up winning this one, but honestly, like, it wasn't a great showcase of her passive. Um, because Candrafon basically survived from a swift parry, so we're gonna have to look for another fight here. But I'll leave that in the video just because that didn't work out. Okay. So we're looking, I guess, for demons if possible. Let's see how this works against Duchess. See how this works against Duchess. So like I said, she gets the irresistible, unpreventable provoke against demons. So this is very strong against Duchess. And we got really lucky here, stripping the... really lucky is to strip off the... all the stone skin, actually. Alright, so this is the provoke. So she gets provoked here. So that will reduce the her defense on her A2. So she's like 15% damage reduced. Stultus is hitting pretty good. Stultus hitting pretty good. This ultimate Death Knight is a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying. Not gonna lie. Provoke, yeah, irresistible provoke. Alright. There's our showcase, guys. Pretty good. Okay, let's try this one. Just not working out. Should I still post this? I should just post it just to see that not everything is going to be perfect in the world of raid content creating. Candrafon's dead. I mean, good thing we have double revive. Well, honestly, like AoE provoke, yeah, that's good. Does the usual Candrafon doing Candrafon things? Okay. Alright, we did it! We did it! You guys get the gist. Thanks for watching. I know it's gonna be kind of like meme-ish to show you guys this video, but I just wanted to let you guys know that not everything works out perfectly. In terms of like how I built her, I think the premise of her passive and her abilities makes sense. I will still use her, but I want to feel maybe the way I'm using her against certain teams, maybe not the best. So I think she needs to be paired with like some kind of shield set, just so you're. But it's not really like the problem is not really her. It's like my nuker dying when we get nuked. So her passive doesn't really prevent enough to prevent my nuker from dying. So I feel like she needs like the rest of my team needs more support. So she probably needs like some kind of shield set. And like I said, the only shield set champion I have on this account is Molly. So she's not even like in a big shield set, like 65k HP shield set. So I think she fits in as a secondary support, but as a main support champion, she's going to be a little bit harder to use. But I think it's still the theory behind why I built her like this still works, mainly because this roster needs an additional support champion. So I will still use her, but I definitely have to find maybe a better way to surround her with champions, and especially the nuker, to make her more effective. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys got something from this. It's a little bit of a different way to play Harima. So if you guys have her, you guys can try this type of build, or you can try her as a nuker. Good thing is she hits hard. She has debuffs, so you guys can build her with a little accuracy. You guys don't need much for dungeons, obviously, but you guys noticed that she was provoking some teams fully with only 147 accuracy. Obviously some glyphs and stuff will probably bring her up closer to 200. So that's probably what I end up doing as like, you know, like a half provoker. But she's definitely a very strong champion. I'd definitely be happy if you guys pulled her. Definitely build her out. And yeah, but okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you guys like the content, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe. Leave me any comments below if you liked the video. If you guys didn't like the video, if you guys think you guys wanted to see some more perfect fights instead of just losing, showing difficulties of trying to make champions work. So if you, yeah, let me know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.